All right, what's good, everybody? Welcome in. Like usual, we have a couple seconds for TikTok to load in. We got 27 orders. Well, I said 27, but we just sold something else right before I went live. So technically 28, but we're only going to pack 27 on live. Appreciate you guys hopping on in. We had 5 Poshmark, 5 Mercari, 17, now 18 eBay sales. So what's up, Aaron Makes? Leah's in the house. What's good, everybody? Hopefully you guys have a great weekend. Had a great Easter. We had an awesome Easter. Hung out with the family here. Didn't do much, just hung out here. It's the way to do it. This list perfectly is confusing. It shouldn't be confusing. The way I use it is I download my eBay listings and then I cross list from there. There's a little pop-up and you just select the platforms you want to list to and then you just fill out the rest. Trying to figure it out. You'll get it. Watch some. There's a bunch of tutorials on YouTube. You can watch people literally. That's how I figured out I was going to buy it, is I watched some YouTube tutorials. So would you like better Poshmark or Mercari? Probably Poshmark. I can't get my listings over to list perfectly. That might be something in your settings you have wrong. Like I said, just go watch like a couple of YouTube tutorials and they'll explain like literally everything. So I'm not connecting my apps to list perfectly, so I couldn't cross post. Maybe List Perfectly is having an issue this morning. Maybe that's it, because it looks like a couple people are having issues with it. I don't know. I did some last night. So what was your feedback on paid versus free shipping test? I haven't done it yet. I haven't listed it yet. We're going to do it this week probably. We are going on vacation this week, so it'll be a hard week to show it. But I have to list the LL Bean sweaters, and that's where I'm going to get that at. So appreciate everybody hopping in. If you're new here, hit the follow button, top left-hand corner. What I do on this channel is I buy stuff cheap. I resell online for a profit. That's what I do for a full-time job. Today, we have a ton of orders going out. 27, now 28, because I just sold one. But I'm not going to pack that up on live. So 27 orders we're going to pack up on live. I'm going to explain everything, show you guys what sold, and then we'll go over, I'll talk a little bit about it, like where I got it, what it sold for, why it sold so high, why it sold so low, everything like that. So if you're new here, hit that follow button. Want to make a little bit extra money, this is definitely the live for you. I'm also live on YouTube. I'm live on TikTok. So if you guys want to go back and forth, YouTube has a better view of everything. They're going to see everything. You guys will see a small portion of it. So had to pay first 30-cent listing fee. Why? Had to pay first 30-cent listing fee. For what? For eBay? eBay's going to have a listing fee, yeah. And I don't know if eBay's doing the $250 free. Somebody can tell me, is eBay still doing $250 listings for free, or do they get rid of that and they want you to go back to store? So how do you handle vacations? We're going on Friday, so really we don't have to change our handling time. We can still sell throughout the weekend because we don't have to ship until Monday. So we're leaving on Friday. Anything that sells on Friday technically doesn't have to go out until Monday. So eBay, yeah. There is $250 free. That's what people are saying in the listings or in the chat. So yeah, you should have $250 free for most accounts. So maybe your account doesn't. I don't know. You shouldn't have free. I'm still working on my $250 free. There you go. So if you have $250 free, you might as well do that instead of buying a store. And then once you get over $250, that's when you start buying a store. So, all right, let's go ahead and get started. First sale is a not so great sale. It could have been an awesome sale, but the problem was this item had some damage to it. So this is a men's Tundra polo. So if you guys know, I collect Coogis. This is like a Coogi polo. The problem was it had some bleach stains on it that I didn't notice. It was under the armpits and all over the back. It had bleach stains, but I still listed it because I knew it would still sell. Even with the bleach stains, it's really hard to see them. So somebody would still wear this. It's still sellable. I sold it only for $20. This is like a $45 to $50 polo if this was in really good condition, but I priced it really low to sell. It sold. So after fees, shipping, cost of goods, I only make $7.31. Again, if it didn't have that damage, it would have sold for a lot more. It's sold on Mercari, by the way. I've already printed out my Mercari labels. I get my Mercari labels from Pirate Ship, pirateship.com. If you don't know, pirateship.com, just go check it out. It's an awesome site where you can get your labels, discounted labels for free. Well, you have to pay for them, but it's free service. How many items do you think you have listed? I have just under 2,000 items. I actually had over 2,000 items the start of this weekend, and I sold a ton of items this weekend. And a lot of it was, I think probably about 70% of my items that sold this weekend were stuff that I listed from Wednesday to Friday, which is pretty crazy. Like I still haven't put that stuff away. So I was literally grabbing out of my pile of clothes that I haven't put away yet. Lots and lots of stuff selling this weekend. So along with our our whatnot sales that we already packed up last night. Certain types of listings or short auction. Yeah, auctions will always have, if you do your 250 listings, I believe you don't get any auctions. So you do pay for auctions every time. So basic store, definitely not made 250 listings yet. Awesome. I started my eBay shop back up because of you. Awesome. I remember I seen your live sometimes too. I'll pop into them every now and then when you're trimming your cloth and stuff like that. Next up, Elijah. This is not a great buy. I purchased this from a bulk buy. Bunch of golf items. I probably shouldn't have done this bulk buy. I'm still making money on it, but not that much. Elijah pole. It was brand new with tags, but this brand is horrible. This only sold for $14. I paid $6.12 for it after fees, shipping, cost of goods. I only make $1.13. So I'm not buying any more women's golf buys unless I get everything for like $1. Just doesn't make sense for me anymore because all that stuff didn't sell for really great prices, to be honest. So somebody says hi, Kayla. Kelly says hi, Kayla.
Hello, Kelly.
You're having a whatnot tonight? No, not tonight. Oh, sorry, my bad. We're not doing whatnot this week. My bad. I forgot I had that up there. Not tonight. We're doing whatnot. Not this coming Saturday, but the following Saturday. We're taking a week off because it's our anniversary. So we are going to Miami. So no whatnot this week. We're taking a break, but the following week we should have a huge whatnot because we have tons of stuff. We're gonna have tons and tons and tons of stuff. All right, there we go. That one is shipped. Next up, we have a Vineyard Vines polo. This actually sold really fast, and it's making me think I should pick up more Vineyard Vine polos like this. The performance ones sold for $25. Full price sale on Mercari. I believe it was a full price sale. Maybe I had it for 30. I can't remember. But anyway, sold for $25. We only paid $3.21 for this. So after fees, shipping, cost of goods, we make $14.07. Y'all have a good day. You too. Have a great one. Really, really good sale right there. These might be, no, these are Mercari sales. Never mind. I thought these might have been Poshmark. Vineyard Vines is good. Yes. Normally I don't pick up the polos though because they don't sell that well, but the performance polos actually sell pretty well. Are you guys doing red, white, and blue this week? Yeah, we are going red, white, and blue. You'll notice when we're at red, white, and blue, we're going to be super selective on what we buy just because we're going to Miami. We're also going to 3 red, white, and blues in Miami. So we're going to be super selective this week on Wednesday, but we'll still go and we'll still show you guys what we have and all that stuff. So we are going. How you guys figure out the shipping? Well, with these, I just went over to Pirate Ship. I put in the buyer's address and I put in the length and width of these poly mailers and I put in the weight, and that's what gave me shipping. So normally on something that's under £1, it's going to cost you anywhere between $4 to like $6.50 to ship. So you have to factor that into your price. So happy anniversary. Haven't been on in a week or so. Appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm glad to have you back. Hope you and wifey and kids are feeling better. Yeah, everybody's doing good. And that's one reason why we didn't go to my sister's house for Easter's, because we didn't want to get anybody sick before we go on vacation. So next up, really good sale. These are a pair of brand new tag Travis Matthew golf pants. Pick these up online arbitrage, which means I buy them from a retail store specifically to resell back online for a profit. Paid $28.86. These sold for $75. After fees, shipping, cost of goods, I make $29.18. Really good sale. Really, really, really good sale. Hopefully you guys' sales have been great this weekend. Let me know in the chat, how was your sales? What did you sell? What was your best sale of the weekend? While I pack up these orders, I'll read a couple off. Haven't had any sales on eBay in a few days. I listed a ton last week, like right before the weekend, and I got a ton of sales last weekend, or this weekend. NP, good morning. Good morning, good morning. There we go. Whoops. That one is shipped. Next up, we got a pair of men's Adriano Goldschmied jeans. I love picking these up because they sell very, very well. I paid $13.38. I paid up for these, but they sold for $36. After fee, shipping, cost of goods, I make $9.18. And these were listed for like 2 days. So even though I didn't make the greatest profit, $10, like right around 10, I sold them really fast. So I'll take that all day long. Dog treats, bowl sticks for $47, paid $4. Nice. That's a weird one. Hattie, appreciate the follow. I paid a lizard skin boots, paid $29, sold for $199. Some lizard skin boots can go for crazy money. Picked up 9 West dress at the bins for $1.45 and sold for $25 in a couple hours. Let's go. Not good sales. Terry over on YouTube says not good sales, but not finding good items. That happens. Just be consistent out there. You'll come across the good items. Love Travis Matthew. Yes, Travis Matthew sells so well for us. There we go. That one is shipped. I just put this in a padded flat rate because this one was over £1 and it was going to California. So the best rate I could have got was a padded flat rate. Well, I could have done regular flat rate, but I like doing padded better. I have 3 or 4 AGs listed. They've been sitting for 2 months. Men's sizes, bigger sizes sell better. Men's sizes, bigger sizes. That was a size 40 pair of blue jeans. Also, make sure you pay attention to the styles. Graduate tend to do a little bit better than I think Tellus. I think Tellus is a little bit like harder to sell than Graduate. So y'all do great packing the items before sending them. Appreciate it. Yeah, we do pack them up in the clear bags. You don't have to do that, but the reason we do that is because we store them out in our garage. That way we don't get any like mildew or anything on them. Peter says, bought a Masters Tech Polo for $6, sold within 2 hours of posting for 38. You're going to see some Masters items that I sold this weekend too on eBay, so you'll check that out in just a few minutes. Haven't had any sales lately. Finding out I'm pregnant. Congratulations. I'm high risk, so not being able to list much. That happens, but congratulations on the pregnancy. That's awesome. Next up, we got some Poshmark sales. We got 5 Poshmark sales going out. We'll start with this one. This was a pretty cool one. This is something that maybe some of you would pass on when you're at the thrift store. This was a Harley Davidson bathrobe. You can see the picture of it on my Poshmark if you want to. I can't show it because it's already packed up. But this sold. We bought it from Red, White, and Blue for $6.96. This sold for $50 over on Poshmark. So after fee, shipping, cost of goods, we'll make a profit of $33.04. Really good sale. And this is super easy to pack. Just going to go in one of these big boxes. You get to use all priority mail packaging, and you can ship with the Poshmark label. Get your packaging for free from USPS. So I'm just going to use this free box I got. I'm going to throw it in here. I'm going to use eBay tape on a Poshmark order. Yes, I know. But I do it anyway. And then I'm just going to throw my label on, and that one is ready to go. Trisha's first. Trisha wins. That one is done. And there we go. Packed up, shipped out. Easy peasy. My mailman is going to hate me today. He is going to hate me. What did Darren say? 2 weeks ago, I made a point to list every day. Wow, I have had the best week ever. It works. Yes, consistent listing. That's what we did yesterday, or that's what we did last weekend right at the end, and we had a really good weekend, especially for it being a holiday weekend. Normally, you'll see a dip in sales. We didn't see a dip in sales at all. We actually saw an increase in sales. So get listing. Like we were listing 30 items a day from like Wednesday to Friday. So that really like boosted our store. And most of the stuff we listed was stuff we had just listed, or most of the stuff we sold was stuff we just listed. So that tells you if you're not being able to list some stuff, at least do some end listings and sell similars to your items and refresh your store, and you'll get some sales. It'll happen. So the medium Patagonia I picked up for $5, sold for $60. Let's go. Have you found any clothing art pants? I have. I do have one that I have to get listed. It's actually down here somewhere. We haven't listed it yet, but it is down in my pile. I do have to list that. I don't know what it's going to sell for. I got to look up comps, but people were telling me when I actually found it during a live thrift, and people were like, pick that up. That's a really good brand. I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. And yeah, we'll see how well it does. Next up, 511 Tactical shirt. This is like a snap button, 511 Tactical, sold full price on Poshmark, $30. We only paid $4.28 for this. So after fee, shipping, cost of goods, we make $19.72 off a $4 purchase, $4.28, $19 profit. That's pretty good. That's like over 5x our money. Have 2 pristine vintage Dooney and Burke bags. How much should I list? You got to look up comps. You got to look up what other ones are listed for, because there's so many Dooney and Burke styles out there. It'd be hard for me to just like tell you a price to list at. You might have like a super rare pattern that, you know, collectors are looking for. So you really got to do some research on that. There was a time that old K-Way was picking up Dooney and Burke Disney bags and flipping them. I was buying them on Mercari and flipping them on eBay, and I made good money. If you guys can find the Cinderella bag, the Disney Dooney and Burke Cinderella bag, like the full, it's got like Cinderella all over the front. That goes for like $1,000 now, I think. I should have held mine. I sold mine for like 500, and now it goes for like 1,000 because it's a super rare bag. Yeah, those go for good money. Giving great advice, guys. Appreciate it, Ralph. Ralphie. All right, that one is shipped. I use these bags, by the way, because I get these free from USPS.com, and I can ship with Poshmark in any USPS product. So I'm going to use one of these bags because I get them for free. Instead of using one of my purple bags that I pay for, I might as well use the free stuff. Next up, we got a Tommy Bahama shirt. Trying to get things lined up, hoping to open soon. Nice. Ralphie is the dog. Ralphie and friends. Okay, is Ralphie your dog? I'm confused. Next up, Tommy Bahama Island Zone shirt. I had these listed like for a short period of time. I think it was like about a week or two. I paid $5.33 for this. This sold for $25 on Poshmark. I took a best offer. So after fees, shipping, cost of goods, I make $14.67. Sold pretty quick. Again, going to use one of these and just throw it in there. I would have went for 150-ish with the guitar though. Wait, what do you mean, Joel? I must have missed one of your comments. I must have missed you trying to keep up with chat and pack at the same time. Sold a few for over $50 for the clothing art pants. Let's go. That's awesome. I'll have to list mine. It'll probably get listed sometime this week because it's in the to list pile for this week. And Kayla's over there working hard on getting some stuff drafted, so we're gonna have tons to do. Sorry to distract. Ralphie's my dog. I love your guys' channel. Appreciate it. Thank you. Shout out to Ralphie. Go give Ralphie a treat really quick. Ralphie deserves a treat. All right, let's pack that up. There we go. I do throw some tape on the corners just to keep it, from opening up in transit. I've never had an issue with these as long as I throw some tape on the corners of them. Appreciate you guys hanging out. If you're new here, hit the follow button, top left-hand corner. If you're on YouTube right now, what I want you to do is X out of the chat really quick, hit the like button, then come right back into the chat. I was about to say something else, but now I forgot. Oh, tap the screen too. If you're on TikTok right now, we have like 200 people in here. Tap the screen. We only have 1.9K likes. You guys are slacking. If I'm working, you got to work too. Next up, really good sale. Don't price these low. I don't know why I see people price these for like $30. This is a Peter Millar polo, but it's got wine glasses all over it. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's just like a whole pattern of wine glasses going all throughout this polo. It's a unique Peter Millar. Don't list unique Peter Millar for less, especially if it's a summer comfort. So this one, we paid $9.72 for this. It sold for $60. Used condition sold for $60. After fees, shipping, cost of goods, I make $38.28. Do not price these low. Price them up. I see so many people pick these up with skull patterns and, Hawaiian like patterns all through. And they'll list them for like $30 and sell them instantly and be like, holy cow, I sold that really fast. I'm like, yeah, holy cow, you could have sold it for double that price. List it high. Even if you got to sit on it for like an extra month to make an extra $30 is well worth it. Never would have noticed the wine glasses. Yeah, they're super hard. I thought it was like a geometric pattern, and then I noticed it's wine glasses, which will make it sell a little bit better than the normal geometric because, you got some people that like their wine, right? Looks like golf teased me. Yeah. I have a skull I've been sitting on. Bigger sizes, again, sell better, but I would just price that high. I would price also photos. You got to take good photos of this stuff. You have to take good photos. Photos of this were really, really good. Hold on. I can't show YouTube this, but I can show TikTok this because I can just flip my screen. Oh, TikTok, did you change the flip thing again? Yeah, you did. You put it back over here. That's my cover photo. That's my cover photo right there for that Peter Millar polo. So separate yourself out from the crowd by making a good cover photo. Don't just throw it on the ground. Make a good cover photo. Where do you purchase the label printer from? It's a Dymo 4XL. They no longer make them, so unfortunately you can't buy them anymore. Well, you can buy them, but they're discontinued, I believe, so they're very, very expensive. So I would go with a printer called an IDPRT or like a Rollo printer, something like that. Will save you money in the long run. So like Rollo, ROLLO is a good one. They have a Dymo 5XL, but you can no longer use aftermarket labels with them. They make you use Dymo labels, which are more expensive. So I don't suggest Dymo 5XLs. The IDPRT is kind of like the Rollo. It loads from the back. Really good printer. So both of those. What's up, Riri? Hanging out over on YouTube. Love my IDPRT printer. I don't have one, but I do suggest them because I know they work good. I know people in the community that have them that haven't had any complaints. So that's why I say buy one. I think I have that printer linked in my bio too. All the products you see in this live, like these clear bags, the purple bags that I used, anything from the Dymo scale that I'm using, all are linked in my bio. Direct links purchased from Amazon. So if you need any products, just click my links, go to Amazon. You get your labels from Amazon, or do you get free ones from UPS? So I have a Dymo. I can't get the free ones from UPS because they have to be on a roll. The ones from UPS are just a flat stack that get loaded from the back, so I can't do that on my Dymo. But with the IDPRT, you can because it gets loaded from the back. So are you familiar with how eBay limits listing on new stores? Yes. So what they do is they limit how many you can list. You can see right off your hub exactly how many listings you're allowed to have. Once you make a few sales, they'll open your account up to more listings. They want to make sure you're legit before they start allowing you to just list a bunch of stuff. So you have to understand they're trying to protect themselves because they do have people that sign up for new accounts and start selling fake stuff. So they're trying to limit that. So appreciate the follow, Treasure Find. Appreciate the follow. Don't think. Next up, really good sale. Another Peter Millar, another one that you should list up high. This was a Tor logo Peter Millar sweater. I picked this also up from the same bulk buy for $9.72. This one sold for $70. After fees, shipping, cost of goods, I make $46.28. Really good sale. Again, a used sweater. This was not in new condition. It was used. Lisa, appreciate the follow. So price them up. They have specific extra things about the Peter Millars. Don't price them low, price them up. Where do you find bulk buys? If you want to watch videos on how I find bulk buys, linked in my bio is my YouTube channel. You can check it on YouTube if you're watching right now. I have a couple videos on bulk buys over there. So we load it from the back. Oh my gosh. Surf's Up is in the house. If you guys aren't following Surf's Up, go give him a follow. Yeah, you're over there laughing, aren't you? Yeah. You got her to laugh over in the corner, Surf's Up. Check it out. Yeah, I got a bunch of videos on bulk buys over there. I think I have 4 or 5 now. Most of them are the Gulf bulk buys, but then I have some from I have a winter clothing bulk buy that I did on Facebook. All kinds of stuff. All right, that is my last Poshmark sale. Now we have all of my eBay sales to pack up. I have a total number of 18 eBay sales. We're only going to pack 17 because I sold one right before I went live, so I didn't grab it yet. Actually, we might have it in here. I might actually be able to pack that one up because it's in this pile somewhere behind me. Actually, it's right here, I think. Cool. Okay, we'll pack up all 18 sales because I have this one right here. That works. I guess we'll start with that one really quick. I have to add it to my spreadsheet, though. So talk amongst yourselves really quick while I add this to my spreadsheet. Everlane 32 blue jeans sold today. The spreadsheet I'm using right now is Jason Hayes' spreadsheet. If you're interested in a spreadsheet and you don't have one, I have it linked in my bio. It's $40, but if you use my code, you get 10% off. So if you need a spreadsheet, that's awesome. That will track your sales. Does amazing with sales and tracking everything. Link in my bio. Almost done. Almost done, I promise. Okay, we paid $4.28 for these, and they sold for $40. See how easy it is? That's in the spreadsheet. So look at you guys talking amongst yourselves. Next up, this is what sold. This is a pair of Everlane women's jeans. We picked these up for $4.28 from Red, White, and Blue. This is a good style because it's got the flare legs, which I guess it's in style right now, and that's why these go for more. We sold these for $40 over on eBay. I can't give you exact profit because I got to put in all my eBay fees, and I'm not going to do that on live. But yeah, $40, paid $4.28 for it. On the spreadsheet, do you only enter info once it sells? You can enter it. There's a section for the spreadsheet for your active listings, and there is a section for your sales. I don't do the active listings part because I have so many active listings that I would have had to preload in the beginning of the year, but I do the sales. So as soon as I make a sale, I put it in. It also tracks your day, month, and yearly totals. Let me flip this really quick. Sorry, YouTube, you can't see this. You have to be over on TikTok. So this is my spreadsheet. This is where I put in all of my information. And then I can go to my daily sales. So I can see exactly how much I'm selling per day. I can see my monthly sales, how much I'm selling per month. Gives me a whole bunch of breakdowns. I can see what platform's selling best for me just based off the information that I put in. I can see the store that's best for me, the category that's selling best for me. It literally gives me a breakdown of every single category, so I can see which categories are selling the best. I can even put in mileage. I can put in my expenses, all kinds of stuff. So if you're interested in a spreadsheet, it's linked in my bio. So, hey, Flare Pants, it's just me. I guess they're in. I don't know. They're selling really well. How can you tell if Levi's are vintage? Most Levi's have a production date on the back of the tag. It's normally like 0801 will be it'll be, would that be August of 01? So it'll be August of 2001. Yeah, man, guy, thanks. Didn't think of using it like this. Awesome. I like that sheet. I'll check it out. Definitely. Link in my bio. When you purchase the sheet, it's from an Etsy store. It's from Jason Hayes, who's a member of the reselling community. You get a YouTube video that will literally break down how to do the spreadsheet front to back. It's a really good YouTube video. So if you've never used a spreadsheet before, he gives you a video that will basically teach you how to use a spreadsheet. It's amazing. All that for $40. And if you use my code, you get 10% off. Use code ThanksWayne10. So eBay is best. eBay is where I make most of my sales. Yes. I sell mostly on eBay. All right, so these are going to go into a padded flat rate envelope. They are over £1. So I normally always throw stuff that's over £1 into a padded. I know sometimes I can put it into a regular envelope and save myself like 30 cents. But on eBay, it's just quicker for me to just throw it in padded. I don't care about losing the 30 cents. So, Surf's Up, why are you tagging yourself? Do you like to tag yourself? Are you like talking to yourself right now, Surf's Up? Do you list an individual sites or do you have a multi-lister? I have a multi-lister software. It's called List Perfectly. I have a link in my bio. Also, if you're interested in signing up for List Perfectly, if you use my link and you use code KWayShop, you get 30% off your first month. I use the most expensive version because I cross-list a ton, but you don't have to if you don't want to. There's like 3 different services you can choose from with List Perfectly. But as long as you use my code, you get 30% off. So you might as well, if you're thinking about it, go save yourself some money. Go up, answer my question. Okay, hold on. What did you say? Look at this guy making me work. How many items do you have items that still need listed on average death pile? Right now, our death pile is massive. But the reason why we have a massive death pile is because we're probably going to hire somebody pretty soon. Probably going to be her mom is who we're going to hire. So as soon as we do that, she's going to get through the death pile super fast. But if I were to say how many items total we have in our death pile between trains and clothing, it's probably like 2,000 items. And I know that sounds crazy, but most of that is trains from the bulk buy. So if I were to just say clothing, I'm probably like 300 pieces of clothing, and the rest is all trains. Knew this stuff? Yeah, I can tell. But yeah, most of that's trains, so that's why we have a huge amount. But I mean, once we hire her mom on, she can probably list like 50 trains a day, or I can list 50 trains a day while they go source or something like that. So I can just focus on the business. So it really doesn't matter. I like having a big death pile. During the pandemic, those of you who had a death pile really won because you were able to list crazy amount. Not like that's ever going to happen again, but it's like I'm sitting on money right now. Death pile, things that won't sell. No, death pile is like things you bought that you haven't listed yet. We call it the death pile. I call it the profit pile because that's eventually going to get listed. So where's the spreadsheet, Wayne? Riri, the spreadsheet is linked in the description of this video. I put my link tree in the description of this video. So if you just copy that link tree link and you put it into your browser, it'll bring up my link tree, and then you just go through, and it should be like the 5th link on there. All the products I use are also linked in that too. You have a death closet. That's cool. Everybody has a death pile. It's okay to have a death pile. You have this huge benefit of hiring someone. Do you see a huge benefit in hiring someone to write listings? Yes, because you can get a lot more listed. Right now, we're just so overwhelmed with social media and doing listings that we just can't get it all done. So hiring somebody will free us up. Also, it frees us up to do what we like to do the best and what we're the best at in the business. So we like sourcing. So if we hire somebody to list, then we can go out and source more, which will allow us to get more items listed. And it's also the best part. That's where we make most of our money. You make your money when you buy your items, not when you sell them. When you buy them is when you make your money. So if we're able to go out and get more, we're actually making more money. Do you accept returns? Yes, I do accept returns. I get free returns on most of my listings. So buyer gets free shipping. They get free returns. For every 300 items, I get about 10 returns. It's not really that much. So it doesn't really affect my business. And it gives buyers more confidence when purchasing from me. All right, let's talk about this one really quick. This is a pair of men's Levi's jeans. I bought these for $6.96. As you can see, they're brand new with tags. Unfortunately, I may get a Vero on this listing, which means the Levi's will contact eBay and tell them I don't have rights to sell this item. Even though I've already sold it, they can still do that within 90 days. So I had this pulled off and not able to sell to European countries. You're not allowed to sell brand new with tag Levi's to Europe. You're not allowed to do it. To the EU or EEU or something like that. I don't know what it's called. Or EAU. I forget what it is. But what happened was my listings got changed over from the eBay global shipping program to the eBay international shipping program. When that happened, they allowed my items to be shipped to EU again, which shouldn't have happened. So Levi's could potentially Vero me. I don't have any Veros active, so it really won't affect my account. But I wish eBay would have let me know that they changed this over. So you're not allowed to sell Levi's. I know that's going to be a question. You're not allowed to sell new Levi's to EU because Levi's has a restriction. I think somebody in the EU has specific rights to sell new with tag Levi's. So you're not allowed to sell them from America to EU because of that reason. So as soon as you list them, they should get pulled. But for some reason, this one didn't. And it's sold to EU. So kind of sucks, but hopefully I don't get a Vero. Cross my fingers. Hopefully I don't get a Vero. I will contact eBay if I do, and I'll let them know, like, hey, this wasn't my fault. This was your fault because you changed my listings, and I had it set not to. So you buy Coogee sneakers? No, I don't buy Coogee sneakers. I wear Yeezys. It's like pretty much the only shoe I wear ever. Yeezys and some Jordans. That's it. Converting watchers to buyers. Can you cancel it? There's no reason to because I don't have any active Veros. So even if I do get a Vero, it's not going to really hurt my account. But I don't want to cancel a sale because it's already money. I probably won't get a Vero. It's just I got Vero'd I got a Vero warning like 2 months ago with Levi's jeans. Actually, no, it was about 3 months ago with Levi's jeans. So I know there's a possibility, but it doesn't mean it's going to happen. So what size are those jeans? I believe the jeans were, they're a size 38, which is a really good men's size 38. But what these are doing is these are shipping to, I believe, Nevada it is. And then from there, they ship overseas. No, it's going to Illinois. It's going to Illinois, and then it's shipping overseas from there through the eBay international shipping program. But yeah, no need to cancel the sale. It already sold. If I get a Vero, oh well, I still made the money. PS UK left the EU. UK should be good to sell new Levi's, correct? Maybe they're allowed to. It's sold to Germany. So I don't know. Third time asking, you pay shipping. I have buyer pay it. Do you think sales will increase if I pay? It's not that they'll increase or decrease, but when buyers see free shipping, they think they're getting a deal. So, and I'm sorry that I didn't answer your question, but I have like 221 people in here. So I'm trying to get to everybody, but obviously it's super hard. But I don't think it increases. There are people that sell a ton that charge shipping to the buyer, and there's other people that get free shipping like me. One thing I will say is a lot of people have the Amazon mindset where they go on Amazon and they get Prime, so they get free shipping. So when they go on eBay and they want to buy something like a pair of Levi's jeans, they'll go in and they'll filter for free shipping. So if you charge shipping, your listing will never show, because even if it's cheaper than mine, it'll never show because they filtered for free shipping, which is a filter on eBay. So you do limit yourself when you charge shipping, but there are buyers that just type in the item and just buy the cheapest one. So if you're cheaper than mine with shipping costs, then you'll get the sell. So I would say not a lot of people do the free shipping thing, but there is a chance. So if you want more of a chance to get a sale, I do free shipping. Where do you source the most inventory? We get most of our stuff from thrift stores. If you're new here, hit the follow button. On Wednesday, we're going to do a live thrift, which means we're going to go to a thrift store for 2 hours, probably be in there, and we're going to do a live where you guys are going to see me thrift. Those are also up on my YouTube channel. If you want to check those out, you can watch those at any time on my YouTube channel. All right, let's talk Masters. Somebody was talking Masters earlier today. Said they sold a Masters for like, I think they said 40. No, $6, and they sold it for 38. So $6 and a 38. Here's a better one for you. This is a Magnolia Lane women's Masters quarter zip. Paid $4.28 for this. Listed it on Friday, and it sold for $55. $55 women's. If this was a men's, this would be closer to 100. But it's a women's piece. But still, $4.28 into $55. Really good sale on that one. Masters Magnolia Lanes. You inspire me to start selling on eBay. Started last week. So fun. Let's go. That's awesome. I love hearing stuff like that. That's awesome. Appreciate you. If you're on TikTok right now, do me a favor. Fill up that like bar one time for me. Just tap that screen one time. Fill up that like bar. You can do it twice if you want, but I'm just asking for once. Let's get to 10K likes really quick. We're only at 9K. We got like 220 people in here hanging out. And if you're new here, hit the follow button. I got tons of videos here on TikTok. I'm planning to make at least 5 new videos this week to post on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram. So be on the lookout for those. But appreciate it if you guys would just hit that follow button. Thomas, appreciate the follow. And I do all this for free. There's all free information. It's not like I'm going to charge you for a course. If you go through the links in my bio, there is no courses in there. I don't do courses. I give out all my information for free. So if you want to learn how to do this, this is an excellent channel to learn how to do it. And I also have YouTube videos too. I'm live on YouTube. If you're on TikTok right now, I'm live on YouTube as well. And I got a bunch of content there, a bunch of content on Instagram, all kinds of stuff. Appreciate the rose. Linda, appreciate the follow. Everybody else, appreciate the follow. I saw a bunch of notifications, but I didn't get to them in time. All right, that one is packed up. I do use these eBay poly mailers. I don't suggest buying these outright because they are a little bit expensive. But if you want to, I have a link in my bio to purchase these as well. If you have your quarterly coupon, if you have an eBay store, you can just go through my link and buy your stuff right now if you want to. If you forgot that you got your quarterly coupon in the beginning of April, you might as well buy some free supplies if you have that coupon available. Where did you learn? I learned from videos like this. I never bought a course. I watched YouTube videos, and now we have TikTok, which we didn't have 4 years ago. Well, I think we did. It was like Musically. Everybody was just doing dances back then. But yeah, I learned from YouTube. Bunch of people on YouTube. Shout out Rally Roots. That's where I learned a bunch of stuff from. Pure Hustle Podcast. If you guys want to listen to a podcast, that's awesome. Pure Hustle Podcast is dope. They're like the best. So yeah, a couple people like that. Next up, Christian Dior shirt. This is a horrible sale because this thing has a stain on it. Christian Dior, I listed it super low. I paid $4.28 for this, and it sold for $13.49 because it has a massive black ink stain on the back. So I just priced it low just to get rid of it because I don't want to deal with it. People ask me all the time, do I list things with flaws in it? And this is an example of one that I would list because it will still sell, clearly. I thought you mentioned someone specifically the other day. For TikTok, Surfs Up Finds is a good one. He was in the chat earlier. Surfs Up Finds. There's a bunch of, if you go through my followers, like people I follow, you probably can find a bunch of resellers in there. You also find some funny people too, because that's what I like to watch here on TikTok. How do you keep track of what you spend on each piece when you come home with mountains of clothing? So we keep the tags on our clothing, and then when I go on my eBay listings, I put in the price. Let me flip the camera really quick. Flip camera. They changed this on me again. See, you can see right here, this one was in B28, bin B28 number, and I paid $6.96 for this. This is that Christian Dior shirt. I paid $4.28 for this. So as we do our listings, we just put our price we paid into our SKU, and then from there, I put that into my spreadsheet when the item sells. Pretty simple, pretty easy process. What's your opinion on Poshmark? I like Poshmark. I sold 5 things on Poshmark this weekend, 5 on Mercari this weekend. So I do sell on Poshmark and Mercari. I like it. What's your, I already answered that. I still do dances. Joel, do your thing. Do your thing. I'm not much of a dancer, you know. I don't dance at all. What are you doing, eBay? Come on, there we go. But yeah. Not a great sale on that one. I'm probably literally going to make like a couple bucks, but it's because it had a stain in it. So converting watchers to buyers, send out offers. That's the best way to convert watchers to buyers. But to be honest, don't pay attention to watchers. There's some items that I literally have 30 watchers on that I will delist and relist. Because if you have 30 watchers on an item and they're not buying it, are they really that important? They're just watching it to see what it sells for. They don't really care to buy it. So don't pay attention too much to watchers. Just send out offers. And that's the best you can do. I mean, take good photos, make good listings. Clearly they like your item because you made a good listing and they're watching it, but don't really pay attention to them because some of them just watch the item because they have one listed themselves and they want to see what yours sells for or when yours sells. So spreadsheet, should I input my 400 listings item now or wait to input them when an item sells? You could do either. You could start now by putting in the items you're buying and then keep the 425 that you have active not in the spreadsheet, but you only have 425. That's probably like 3 hours of work, realistically, to put all that in. And a lot of it's copy and paste kind of stuff too. I have like 2,000 listings. That's why I haven't done it yet. There's a bin system on that spreadsheet though. So if you put in like bin system, if you have your stuff in bins, that will keep your bin system accurate if you have everything in your spreadsheet. So I would suggest with that, amount of listings, probably just put everything in. Next up, RLX Polo. I had this thing listed for a day, paid $8.03, and it sold for $30. Really, really nice, quick sale. I love picking up RLX this time of year. Sells really well. I had 4 sales this weekend, which is great for me. That's awesome. I always say this, don't compare yourself to others. There's people that sell 3,000 items in a weekend, right? So I'm not going to be like crap. I need to be like them. And I don't want you guys to be like crap. He sold 27 items. I need to be like him, because you guys are all in different positions. Some of you guys full-time job. I do this full-time. So obviously I should be able to sell more than you if I'm doing this full-time. I should. If I'm not, then that means I'm doing something wrong. So yeah, never compare yourself. Just do what you can do. That's the best advice I can give. How long do you let an item sit before you relist? I just go through my like longest sitting items, and randomly I'll just delist and relist, delist and sell similar, like 10 to 20 items, probably like 2 to 3 times a week. I don't really do it consistently. So happy for any sales on part-time. There you go, Thrifty Duckies. See, Thrifty Duckies knows. Thrifty Duckies, by the way, we got your you ordered a sticker from us from Whatnot, and we got your note and everything. Kayla wrote the notes so that way you guys can actually read what they say. Because if I wrote them, you wouldn't be able to read what they say. Do you pay tax when you buy and collect more tax from the buyer? So I do. I don't have a reseller license, so I do pay tax on my purchases, but that's all you. With a reseller license, you're either paying tax in the beginning or you're paying taxes in the end. That's how it works. So, yeah. And I do collect. I don't collect any sales tax. eBay, Poshmark, and Mercari collect all that sales tax when the buyer purchases the item. As a seller, we don't have to collect anything. We don't have to bother with that. eBay does all that for us. Next sale is an awesome sale. We actually sold 2 of these this weekend. Shout out Kayla for picking up these Miss Me jeans. First pair, we paid $10.68 for this one. This one sold for $35. Really quick sale. Joe's wondering, do you have a P.O. box? He wanted to send you something. I don't have a P.O. box, but if you want my address, just hit me up and you can send me something. I need to make a P.O. box is what we need. We definitely need a P.O. box. But I don't care about giving out my address because if you bought anything from eBay off me, you would have it anyway. So I have a big dog. So if you try to come in my house, you're going to get eaten alive. And I'll watch it happen. She looks really sweet until you mess with her. Yeah, I need to make a P.O. box. That's something I need to do. All right, this is going to go padded flat rate. It goes in here. Do you do Facebook Marketplace? I used to, but to be honest, I have like 500, 600 items listed on Facebook right now, and I have no sales in like the last like month. Last month, I made 1 sale on Facebook. So Facebook is dead. Dead. Kayla will protect you. Yeah, Kayla will protect me. That's what Scott Way said. Kayla will protect you. I'll hide behind her. Oh, Amazon fulfilled by merchant. Okay, FBM. Got you. No, I don't do Amazon. I do not do Amazon. It is a big business. You can make a lot of money on Amazon. I choose not to do Amazon. It's just, I haven't got into it. I maybe eventually I will, but to be honest, I don't know. My local Goodwill is pricing books, shoes at $49.99. Yeah, that's insane. That's why we don't go to Goodwill anymore. Exactly. Compare your business to your goals and to the vision that your business want. Exactly. That's what I like to hear. I guess we'll pack up this next. This was also picked up at the same day. Same exact size pair of Miss Me jeans. Paid $10.68 for these. These sold for $35.99, so an extra $1 for these ones. Sold really fast. We literally just listed these and they sold. I know a lot of people say they don't pick up Miss Me's. As long as you pick them up 27 and bigger, they will sell, and they normally sell pretty quick. Also look for the ones with the crazy hits on the pockets. Those sell a little bit better too. This is going to go padded flat rate. Again, use free shipping supplies. I get these free from USPS.com. It's going to ship for $8.30. You guys go to Goodwill Outlet? I don't. I've been there. We've been to the bins. I don't like the bins. She doesn't like the bins because she sneezes like for like a year afterwards. She'll be sneezing all day and all next week and all next month just from going to the bins one time. So we don't like the bins. I'd rather go to the stores. How do you leave a review on Whatnot? If you go to your orders, it should say like leave a review. So just go to your recent purchases and you can leave a review from there. Appreciate it. If you guys bought anything from us from Whatnot, we are building up our Whatnot account. So if you can leave a review, a 5-star review, appreciate it. If you have any issues with your order, please reach out first before you leave a review. I have no problem like fixing the issues. We do sell a lot of used clothing on there, and a lot of times we're not like looking them over as much as we do when we list on eBay because it's just quick. We're just listing super fast. So if we make a mistake, feel free to reach out to us. We have fixed a couple mistakes in the past. No issues. No issues. Vindu, good or bad? I've never used Vindu. I use List Perfectly, so I don't have an opinion on Vindu. I have 0 opinions on it. Next up is a Piranha. This is a Piranha women's cardigan. Paid $3.21 for this. This sold for $24.99. Appreciate everybody hanging out too. If you're new here, we got 272 people. The number keeps going up. Hit that follow button. What I do on this channel is I go to thrift stores and retail stores. I buy stuff and I resell it online for a profit. I do that for a full-time job. It's not like I have another job. I used to be a mailman and now I do this full-time and I enjoy doing this. If you've ever wanted to, get out of the 9-to-5 grind and find something that you can do that you actually enjoy, this is definitely something that you could do. If I can do it, you can do it. So if you're interested, hit that follow button. Go watch some of my content. I got tons of content here. I got content on YouTube, all that stuff. Go watch it. It's tons of good stuff. And I don't have like a course. It's not like right now I'm going to hit you with a course and be like, hey, for $24.99, you can have my course and I can teach you everything that I know. I just do these lives and I tell you everything that I know and I answer your questions. So if you want to learn how to do this, hit that follow button. Wonder, appreciate the follow. Do you ever lower a buy it now price if an item hasn't sold? Yeah. So when I do my D-list and my sell similar, when I do that on eBay, I will lower the price in most cases by like 10%. I also run sales in my stores frequently, which also drops my price. Only particular things are everything. I sell mostly clothing, but I do sell a little bit of everything. So you're going to see here in a minute, I sold 2 trains. I bought them in a bulk buy on Facebook Marketplace, and I sold them for decent money. So you're going to see that. I will sell anything, but mostly I sell clothing. The reason being is because I'm limited on space here in my house is where I store everything. So I'm super limited on the space I can use for the business. So clothing just makes sense because I can fit 50 clothing items into one bin, whereas opposed to, hard goods. Sometimes if it comes to like, Christmas houses that I sell often, in the same space I can hold 50 clothing items, I can only hold like 4 Christmas houses. So it just makes sense to do mostly clothing. I'm in Texas and it seems like our prices are going up. It's going up here too, but thrift stores always miss stuff. As long as you know your brands, you don't have to worry about that issue. You got to be smarter than the thrift stores. That's your job. My job is to be better than the thrift stores. So yeah, thrift stores might price up Burberry shirts at $75, but they're going to miss a, this is a brand that most of you probably don't even know, Buck Mason. They priced this at $4.28. Buck Mason. This was actually full price. This wasn't even half off. $4.28. I paid $4 plus tax. This sold for $34.99. Most thrift stores would miss this item. You got to be smarter than the thrift store. You can't complain about thrift stores. Thrift stores they're a business too. They're trying to make money. They're trying to raise prices. They know that a lot of people are out there shopping right now at thrift stores. So they're going to raise the prices through the roof. But you got to be smarter than them. And you also can source not at thrift stores. I get a lot of my stuff from Facebook Marketplace where I buy it and I have it shipped to my door. So yeah, just go direct to the source. Go to the people that are donating to the thrift store. Get to them before they donate the stuff. So where do you get those eBay packages? A link in my bio. I have links to all the products I use in my bio. All right, so this Buck Mason, $4.28. This sold for $34.99. This is just going to go into an eBay poly mailer. Nordstrom has just started selling Buck Mason. That's awesome to hear. Yeah, you might be able to get some of those on clearance if you go to your Nordstrom. Appreciate the follow, user. Thank you so much. Appreciate everybody hanging out today. We got tons of people. I do these lives pretty much every morning. Normally, I don't have this much stuff. It's normally only after the weekend. But if you're interested, come back every morning. I also do lives at night where I'm listing. So if you want to see the listing process, come to my live tonight at 9:30 Eastern Standard Time, and you can watch me pack up orders. Found 5 Buttercloth shirt for, see, there's a brand that a thrift store probably doesn't know. Buttercloth. Buttercloth sell for like $40 a piece in used condition. They paid $5.99 for 5 of them, I believe they just said. That's easy money. Buck Mason is a men's brand. Chip, appreciate the follow. There we go. That one is packed up. Next up, we got a pair of Lululemon, another brand that a lot of thrift stores don't know. I actually paid up for this because I bought it at Red, White, and Blue, and they do know their Lululemon. But whenever I go to Goodwill, I always find at least one Lululemon piece that they don't know because they don't know how to find it. I paid $13.38. I listed these on Friday. They sold on Sunday for $30. Really quick sale. Buttercloth. Yeah, Buttercloth is good. I have video on Buttercloth here on TikTok if you wanted to watch that video. Going over exactly what Buttercloth looks like. Where is this going? Damn, this is like literally over a pound. I have to ship it padded. Literally over a pound. Oh, well. Padded flat rate it goes. I might have to have you go grab some. Never mind. I don't need any. Actually, I need like one more padded flat rate. You know where padded flat rate envelopes are in the garage? There, when you walk straight out, you'll see the box. It's right by the washing machine. You're gonna have to open it up. Grab a pair of scissors when you go out there. You gotta grab some padded for me. Wepa. What does that mean? Sonia, I'm Irish, okay? Do you know this? I don't know any of those words. I'm full-blown white boy. What does that mean? I know it means something. I know that word. I just don't know what it means. I need a cheap label printer. Can you help? Yeah, IDPRT. I think that's linked in my bio as well. Appreciate the 20K likes. I'm a white boy, okay? I don't know what that means. Sonia's in here. If you guys aren't following Dirty Thrift, give her a follow. You're Irish? Yeah, I am Irish. My last name is O'Reilly. I'm Irish. I'm as Irish as it gets. Footjoy. Just keep saying it? No, I'm not going to keep saying it because I don't know what it means. $4.28. Footjoy. This even has an embroidery on the front. Footjoy, but it's got a really good pattern to it. And this one sold for 25 bucks. How do you get started if you have limited funds? Start selling items in your house first. Before you start going through to thrift stores and buying stuff, sell stuff in your house. Also, these I need another pack of these. They're underneath on the corner. Thank you. I know I'm so needy. I'm so needy. It should be down there on the bottom. Just one more pack. But yeah, start selling items in your house before you start going to thrift stores. You probably have like $1,000 worth of stuff in your house that you don't use anymore, between your closet and your junk drawer and, you know, those electronics that you don't use anymore sitting around your house. Sell that stuff first and then use that money to go out to thrift stores and buy some stuff. You deal in auto parts? Oh. No, that was a horrible dad joke, by the way. But no, I don't deal in auto parts. My dad used to. My dad used to sell a ton of auto parts. He used to go to junkyards and he used to remove like window switches and stuff, and he used to sell those. He used to pay like $1 or $2 for them back in the day, and he used to sell them on eBay for like 50, 60 bucks. And he'd pull like 15 to 20 of them in one shot and then make a couple $100 and do it all over again. But that's somebody who has a lot of knowledge in cars. I have zero knowledge in cars. You clean before you sell. What's your return rate? If you don't like it, don't pay. Return rate for every about 300 items I sell, I get about 10 returns. Not all of those are free returns, by the way. Some of them buyer pays returns. And do I clean items only if they have stains or bad smells? Most items that are donated to thrift stores are donated from closets that are clean closets. I'm pretty sure you are like me, where you put clean items into your closet and you don't put your dirty laundry hanging up in your closet. So most items that you'll see at thrift stores are like this. They look like brand new. They're like in minty condition. So there's no need to wash them. You can if you want to. I choose not to. Most people that buy used clothing online too will probably wash their items when they get them in. So yeah. Where do you buy your clothing? Rack in the back. We got that free. I think that's at Target. Somebody said the other day it's at Target for like 10 or 15 bucks. You can buy it for. But we got it for free. One of our friends gave it to us. Rag and Bone, next item that sold, $6.96. This is a men's small. If this was anything bigger, it probably would have gone for more. Sold for 25 bucks. This was actually my last one I had to sell. I want to say I picked up like 4 of these at the thrift store all at the same day. This is the last one to sell. They all sold for about 25 bucks. How do you take pictures of clothing? I take them in my light boxes behind me. If you want to watch me take photos of clothing, come to my live later tonight, 9:30 Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be doing listings at that time, so you guys can watch me take photos. So, yeah. Every night at 9:30, we're normally live, except for Saturday nights. And on Saturday nights, we do a live on Whatnot. This week, we're not doing a Whatnot show, so I think you guys will have to deal with Kat over at Sunrise Listings if you want to go give her a follow. She's going to be doing her Whatnot. That's my sister. She told me to shout her out. I'm doing it right now, Kat. I hope you're here. If you're not here, this is the last shout out you'll ever get on my channel. But she's going to do her live this weekend. Barry make a video on clothing rack. Yeah, he made a video on the clothing rack. Right here, people buy storage units and donate the clothes out of it. They're dirty. So you have to. A lot of the dirty clothing, though, Thrifty Duckies, doesn't even make it to the sales floor because Goodwill will look at it, or like Red, White, and Blue will look at it and see that it's dirty and they don't even put it out. And I think some of them, like I think Red, White, and Blue might have like washing machines that they use because their clothing is always in really good condition. Will you be live on YouTube as well for nightly lives? I don't do lives on YouTube for nightly lives. Simply, the reason being is YouTube. If I was live right now, your view would be my back the whole time, and I wouldn't be able to talk to you. By the way, I got like furs all over my shirt. I just noticed this. You wouldn't be able to see me. You would see me, but you would see my back. I can't. The way I do it is I bring my camera right here, and then I do my live and I talk to the camera while I do listings. You would just see me back here sitting. So it wouldn't be a good view. And I can't talk to you guys. So that's why I choose to do it. But I am planning on getting a camera set up where I will have cameras stationed around the room that I'll be able to switch to while I'm on live. So once that happens, which should happen here pretty soon, then I'll be able to do lives at night with you guys. Goodwill wash it. Goodwill clothes have Goodwill smell. As a buyer, I wash immediately. I personally don't smell bad smells at my Goodwill. At Salvation Army, I will say that they have a little bit of a dingier smell, but my Goodwill has a really good smell. So I don't, the clothing never smells when we bring it home. You only sell on eBay? No, I sell on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and whatnot. I sold 5 items on Poshmark. I've already packed up, and 5 items on Mercari. I've already packed up. I'm just onto my eBay sales right now. Next up, Rag & Bone sweater. This is something that Kayla picked up. We paid $5.34 for this, and this sold pretty quick. It sold like a week for $17.99. Not the greatest profit, but it did sell pretty quick. So Thrifty Ducky says, good morning, Kayla.
Good morning, Thrifty.
Jennifer, right? I think that's Thrifty Ducky's name, right? Jennifer. See, we remembered your name because we saw your name on your package. I'm going to remember that now. You know my name, and now I know yours. All right. Somebody just texted me. All right, this is going for 8 ounces. Carol Ann just texted me. She sent me my email for my taxes. By the way, hopefully Carol Ann pops into this chat. We can get some people to follow her. She's a tax advisor, and she does help out a lot of resellers. And she's planning to help out even more. So once we get her to 1,000 followers, I'm going to have her on live, and you guys can ask her a bunch of tax questions because I can't answer them because I'm not a tax professional, but Carol Ann is a tax professional, so she can actually answer your questions, which is awesome. And she did my taxes this year. And I thought I was going to pay anywhere between $3,000 to $7,000, somewhere between that amount. And she got me all the way down to $1,200. $1,200. That's a big jump. So shout out to Carol Ann. I went to a thrift store the other day, and that smelled like mildew. Yeah, mom and pop shops do smell like mildew. I will give you that. They do smell like mildew. All right, next up, Tommy Bahama pants. These are brand new with the tags. Paid $20 for these at Salvation Army. These sold for $49.99. They are going to be at a pound. So they're actually right at a pound. So I'm going to ship these out first class. They're going to California. So I can ship these first class because they're exactly a pound. $6.78. She's here right above you. Oh, she is. Hold on. She sent me there she did. All right, everybody in the chat right now. What I want you to do is I want you to click on Carol Ann's name, and I want you to give her a follow. We're trying to get her to 1,000. Once she gets to 1,000, again, we're gonna do some tax advice. Oh, this is not compatible. We're gonna be able to do a live. You guys can ask questions about taxes, about business expenses, about what you can write off, all that good stuff. All the questions that I get frequently, you guys can ask her because she's actually a tax professional. So hit her name right up here. I'm gonna pin her one more time. Hit her name and then follow her. And then even if you don't do reselling and you just have normal tax advice, you can ask her that tax advice. So for everybody that doesn't do reselling, tap her name, give her a follow. You do thank you cards? No, I don't do thank you cards. I do thank you cards with our whatnot orders for people that purchase our stickers. But we don't do thank you cards for our normal orders. To be honest, I've got thank you cards before. And you know what I do with them? I throw them away. I mean, thank you for your order. I appreciate the thank you card, but it ends up in the garbage. It's not like I hold on to it and I cherish it. I'll throw it away. So I don't see the point of thank you cards. Yes, you might get like reoccurring business, and there might be that one person that's like, oh, thank you cards, they're so nice. But yeah, I don't. I personally would rather, there's a service where I can put a QR code right here on my sticker. Trisha linked it. I don't know the name. I forget. They have a YouTube or they have a TikTok profile. But you put your QR code there, and they can actually scan the QR code and then go back to your store. That's something that I would do rather than like a handwritten, like, thank you for your purchase. So you don't cherish it? No, I don't like hold on to it and like put it on my refrigerator and just remember that order that I did like 3 months ago that I bought that shirt and they gave me a thank you card. I don't do that. I do thank you stickers. Yeah, stickers are a little bit better than thank you cards, I think, because you don't really have to fill anything out. You just like put the sticker in. Yeah, I don't know. Is there best to have a niche or variety of things? We do variety, but when you first start, I would suggest like a niche down a little bit. All right, next sale, 2 Vineyard Vines shirts. These both sold on eBay. Let me see. What I pay for these Vineyard Vines? I paid $18.73. These sold for $56 together. Buyer bought both of these. These are going to go padded flat rate for $8.30. My thank you sticker has a QR code and I love them. Yeah, that's what I'm planning to do. Thank you stickers. Thank you stickers. Yeah, I know. She tried to steal your sticker. It's crazy how people really want these stickers. Big Apple wrote me a thank you note, and I framed it in my bathroom. See, that's different. That's Big Apple, okay? He's a different kind of breed. See, if he wrote me a thank you card and he had like a picture of him, 100%, I would hang that up. I'd hang that up in my room. I'd actually put that in front of the picture that I have of Kayla in my room. Right?
Yeah.
Would that be okay?
You just replace it all together.
Yeah, just replace it all together. Just take Kayla's picture out and just put Big Apple. Or I'll cut his head out and I'll put it on Kayla's head. That'd be a good idea, actually. Jimmy, send me a photo. Jimmy, are you here? Send me a photo. My real estate business cards have QR code. I had them. Yeah. So the QR codes I do see. I see value in those because people can come back. So what's up, Tokyo? Tokyo Thrifts is in the house. Can you throw me the bubble wrap that's in the corner over there? It's in that very corner. All right, last up are some hard goods. We got 3 more hard goods. This is a train. This is a gondola car. I picked this up for $3.25. It sold for $15 plus shipping. Trains are still selling, even though it's not Christmas time. They are still selling. All I'm going to do is I'm going to take this bubble mailer and I'm going to throw it in here so that way the car doesn't move around and then we'll ship it out. How do you fold stuff so perfectly? Kayla has some videos on that. We actually have them on our YouTube channel, but Kayla has them on her channel too. Kay the Book Nerd. She'll show you how to fold stuff on her channel. She's really good at it. Pass it. Pass what? All right, so all I'm going to do is I'm going to make a box. I get these from Amazon. These are also linked in my bio. These are specific. I bought these specifically for the trains. So, yeah, the perfect fold is good. I like the presentation the buyer gets. The buyer will be like, wow, this is a really nice item. Less of a chance of a return when they're looking at the item in the package and they're like, ooh, this is a nice item. Rather than you just like throwing it in there and hoping they like it. All right, so this package has some void space in it. You can see that there's some space in there, so I'm just going to throw some packing paper around it. We're not using food boxes here like Kings of eBay. That guy literally, he had a box that had extra space in it. So he took TV dinner boxes and shoved it into the box to cover the space. Shout out Kings of eBay. That is one weird guy. Tell me, everybody in the chat right now, if you bought an item on eBay and it came with TV dinner boxes on the inside for void space, like packing material, just imagine if I took, cut up some TV dinner boxes and shoved them around here. Would you leave me a negative feedback? Would be higher of a chance of you leaving me a negative feedback? What's the least expensive way to print labels? Thermal printer. Recycling. I get it. It's recycling, but just imagine. I told them this joke in the chat last night. Just imagine you bought something from Walmart and the way they package their stuff is not with bubbles. They just ran to the compactor really quick and grabbed some boxes and threw it in there. You're like, open your Walmart package and there's just like banana boxes in there. And you're like, what the heck? I didn't order any banana boxes. Insane to me. I get it. It's recycled, but still, it's like, it's not there's different ways to use those boxes than use them as void space material. That's like crazy. Because he literally shoved like 3 of them in a box. It's just like TV dinner boxes. Because the box said keep frozen. After my 58-inch TV been broken from Walmart, I wish they had. There you go. Walmart, you wish they just ran to the compactor. Kings is a funny guy. I would never do that. I would just literally buy this stuff. I know I had to pay money for this, but it does look more professional. So got my first listings cross-posted. Let's go. You figured out the issue? That's awesome. Let's go. You're going to have some fun. Cross-listing everything, that's like the best part is like, you just got the new service and now you're spending all day like getting everything cross-listed. All right, next up is another train. This is these are called flat cars, 2 flat cars. I paid $325 for these as well, and these sold for $42 plus shipping. $325 and a 42. That adds so much weight to the package. This? You mean this? This doesn't add that much weight to the package. Actually, I need the other thing. This is what I need. It does add a little bit of weight, but you have to add weight to the package. You can't have your item flopping around. I'd rather pay a little bit more for my label than have to refund the customer because my item got damaged. But these don't add that much weight. The actual bubble stuff. Kingsway. Oh, Kingsway. Yeah, it does. I don't know if it's a ton more weight, but it probably does add more weight. Yeah. Are you charging for shipping or is it free shipping? For collectibles, I charge shipping. So on most clothing, you'll see I give free shipping, but on collectibles, I do not give free shipping. I charge because most collectors don't really care. And there's not a lot of competition when it comes to collectibles. Whereas like FootJoy polos, if you look up on eBay, there's like hundreds of thousands probably listed. So there's a lot more competition. So that's why I give free shipping on those. Whereas this train probably had 0 listed against it. It also takes me more supplies to package up a train as opposed to a shirt. So to pay for my packaging materials, I do charge shipping as well. How many hours a week do you spend on your business? Is a good question. If I had to guess, I probably work about 60 to 70 hours a week. But to be honest, it never feels like work. Like technically I'm working right now, but it doesn't ever feel like I'm working. Also, I'm my own boss, so I get to make my own hours. So like, if I wanted to take the rest of the day off and sit on the couch and chill out, I could do that because I'm my own boss. Not like I will because I have work to do. But if my kids ever had something going on that I had to get off work for, like last Friday, my son had an Thursday, my son had an Easter egg hunt at his school. I actually was able to go and participate. Whereas if I was at the post office, I probably would have missed that. I almost guarantee I would have missed that. So you buy winter items during summer? I do, but I'm using the Surf's Up Finds method now. I'm not listing those items until next year. I'll list those items next, like August. I'll start listing those again. What kind of thermal printer do I have? I have a Dymo 4XL, but they no longer, I think 4XLs are discontinued and they make 5XLs. I wouldn't suggest doing the 5XL because they don't allow you to use aftermarket labels. So you have to pay up for your labels. So I wouldn't suggest it. Get an IDPRT, a Rollo, a Brother. Those printers you should be getting. Not unless you can get a Dymo 4XL cheap, don't buy Dymo anymore. There we go. That one is done. Last sale. Last sale. I don't know if I can show these to you. These are little Peanuts figures. They're already sealed up. I don't want to unseal them. But there's 2 Peanuts figures per box. And this person bought both that I had left. I bought these on Mercari. I want to say it was like a year and a half ago. And I sold out of most of them right away. I paid $64.20 for both of those, and they sold for $100 plus shipping. Most of them sold for really good profit. Like some of them sold for $100 for the 2 pairs, but these 2 have been sitting for a while, so I just took a best offer and got rid of them. So labels are expensive for thermal. If you count the ink that you pay for and the paper that you pay for a regular printer is almost the same price as paying for a thermal label. And then you don't have to use tape to tape it down. On top of that, if you buy a thermal, or if you buy the labels that you can print your image on and then peel it off, those are actually more expensive than thermal label printers. And then you never have to pay for ink again. There's no way anybody in chat can convince me that thermal printers are more expensive than regular printers. There's just no way. You get free labels for thermal. Yes, if you have a Rollo or a IDPRT, you can get free labels as well. So it is a lot cheaper to actually get a thermal printer and pay up for them. Your thermal printer, my thermal printer has paid for itself multiple times. Like just this weekend alone, I probably printed out 50 labels. If I did that with a normal printer, I would probably lose a good portion of my ink just in one weekend. So thermals all the way. All right, so I don't really have to pad these too much because they're already in their boxes and they're already padded on the inside of the boxes. So I'm just going to throw some paper around the outside. As you can see, there is some void space. So I'm just going to throw some paper in there and it should be good to go. And it saves a decent amount of time, 100%. USPS free labels. Yeah, if you sign up with a business account, I believe they'll send you like, I want to say it's like a couple hundred labels or something like that. I've never done it before, but somebody in the chat can probably talk to it. So my thermal printer was only $85, which is probably cheaper. That's what somebody said in the chat. David said, which is probably cheaper than most regular printers. All right, let me pack this up. I might need to order another one of these. I gotta remember that today. Get them out. All right. So that's all packed up. Give it the old shake test. Nothing's moving around. I do have to tape the bottom, though. That would have been bad. Just dropped out of the bottom right there. And this one. Sweet. All right, let's go back to orders. Are you going red, white, and blue this week? We are. We're going on Wednesday, but we probably won't buy a lot because we're also going to the 3 red, white, and blues in Miami on Friday and Saturday. All right, this is going to ship for 2 pounds, 7 ounces, which you can technically round up to 3 pounds if you want to. If you had an item that was new but did not have tags attached, I would sell it as used. What did I say? 2 pounds, 7 ounces? I forget. Yeah, 2 pounds, 7 ounces. If you buy something from a thrift store and it looks new, list it as used. Don't list it as new. Because you don't know if somebody wore it one time. So you might as well list as new. The difference between new without tags and pre-owned prices are pretty much the same on eBay if you look them up. So I wouldn't try to finagle my way into getting a new item. All right, this is going for $15.02. Buy it now for expensive item or auction. Is that the mailman?
I don't know what she's talking.
Please don't.
Oh, there's a bird.
Oh, there's a bird. There's a bird. It's not the mailman. It's a bird. Buy it now for expensive item or auction. I would, if it's clothing, I always do buy it now. I never auction. It has the cardboard collar attached. No tag. I would still probably list that as pre-owned. I'd still list it as pre-owned. There we go. She really wants to get that bird. They were vintage rabbits. Oh, vintage rabbits. I would still list it buy now, best offer. List it high with best offer. All right, if anybody has any last minute questions, feel free to drop in the chat. Appreciate everybody hanging out today. We had a whole bunch of people in here. I'm going to be live again tomorrow morning doing the same thing, packing up my orders. And then I'm also going to be live tonight at 9:30 doing some listings. So feel free to hop in. I'm just be live on TikTok, not on YouTube tonight. So where do you get the eBay tape? eBay store. It's linked in my bio if you want to purchase from the store. If you do have your quarterly coupons, you can just go through my store link and order your stuff from there. How many hours a week do you work? I probably work anywhere between 60 to 70 hours a week, but I don't feel like I'm ever working. This morning, when you woke up day after Easter to go into your job today, most of you are probably like, man, I just want to spend the day. I just had I did so much stuff yesterday. I just want to stay in bed today and not work. I don't ever have that feeling. Like I'm able to sleep in. I slept until 9:30 today. And then I came out here and I started working right away. It doesn't ever feel like work. So, I might work 60 to 70 hours a week, but it only feels like I work one. So if you do what you love, you never feel like you work a day in your life. What's your TikTok name? K-Way Shop. It's right here in the corner. Just click it. Is there a way to change print on thermal printers? What do you mean by that? Like change the format? No, they're all 4x6. So you have to keep it 4x6. I sure didn't want to come to work today. Exactly. I woke up this morning like ready to get work done. So my kids were off school, but I still had to find a babysitter. Yeah, that's something else we don't have to do either. Like if one of our kids are sick, we don't have to call into work and say, hey, sorry, boss, my kid's been sick for 3 weeks now. I know. I'm sorry. Like my kid's been sick for like a month now, and he just keeps getting sick over and over again. But we don't have to ever call out. So do you ship UPS too? I normally ship all priority mail because my mailman picks up at my door. But if it's ever like a heavier item, I do ship UPS. I will, but then I'll just drop it off at the UPS store. Scott says, what is Whatnot? Scott, you know what Whatnot is. Ink looks light. Oh, that I don't know. You'd probably have to do like a YouTube search on the exact printer that you have. And the reason why it has, there's probably a fix for it. Yeah, I have a Dymo. I've never had that issue. I figured out the shipping issue. I wrote you back. Okay, cool. Awesome. Rough annual income. I love this question. Everybody wants to know my annual income. I don't care. Last year, I did just under 250K in sales, and I made just under 100K in profit last year doing this. By the way, social media income last year was less than $1,000. So that is strictly from my business. And we are a duo team. It's me and her. We do this together. So if you do it by yourself, you should, if you grow your business, minimum 50K by yourself. I don't care. I just told you my numbers. I'm sure I'm going to talk about my numbers with Carol Ann. So, I mean, I don't care. Yeah, 99K. It was literally 99 point something K profit. So, but yeah, that's something that I built up. This is like going on my 5th year. So it's not going to, don't think that you're going to be able to do that tomorrow. But you can start now and build up to that eventually. So how many posting a day? We try to do 20 per day. Although this week we're probably going to try to do 30 per day because we're going on vacation this weekend. So how many, I was able to purchase my SUV off my 1099 selling on eBay. Yeah, we paid off both of our cars. We paid off her student loan, and next we got to pay off the house, and then we're debt free. We don't have any debt after that. So thanks for the transparency. No problem. I don't really care, to be honest. What does it, I know people like try to hide their numbers, and it doesn't really affect me. Like I already claimed it on my taxes. Like it's not like I'm trying to hide my numbers from the IRS. They already know what I made. So what does it matter? He has great records and he keeps best deductions. Yeah, there's Carol Ann right now. She knows my numbers. She can tell you that what I just said is 100% accurate because that's who I set my taxes to. So she knows that I'm not BSing. How long did it take you before you were selling consistently? It probably like two or 3 months until actually probably longer than that. It probably took me about 6 months. Once I hit about 500 active like thrifted items, that's when I started seeing consistent daily sales. So it took that long. What do you do for health insurance? You can purchase health insurance. You can literally go on healthcare.gov and buy whatever plan you want. It is more expensive than having an employer, but if you're making more money doing this, which I am, then it makes more sense to do this and just pay more for health insurance. So, Kat, appreciate the follow. I will say this too. If you're young like me, you don't need the best health insurance plan because it's not like I'm going to the doctor every day and I'm getting treatments every day. I just need health insurance for, sick visits and things like that. That's all I need health insurance for. I don't have any like knock on wood. I don't have any like major health issues. So I don't really need the best health insurance plan. I just need something that will cover certain fees. That's it. How old are you? I'm 30 years old. 30. How are you planning on scaling your business? Hiring help. That's what we're planning to do. 150K this year. I hope so. I hope. Health insurance is also deductible if you're self-employed. Boom. See, that's why we got Carol Ann in the chat because it's deductible. So whatever you pay can be deducted. Do you get your labels to print Mercari labels? So what I do on Mercari is I go to pirateship.com, order my labels from Pirate Ship, and then I print my labels out from Pirate Ship. So, all right, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and head off. We got a lunch date to attend, and then I'm going to come back and do some listings. So I'm going to be live tonight at 9:30. Appreciate you guys hanging out. Thank you so much for all the support. Thank you again for the Whatnot support too. We killed it this weekend. You guys were amazing. All those orders are being shipped today. So yeah, I'll see you guys tonight at 9:30. Peace out and have a wonderful day. Wonderful Monday. End the stream.